Alrighty guys, so we are back just a few days later, catching you guys back up on this. We've got the piston in from Diamond Racing. Came in a huge box. I'm guessing it was probably a set of 4 that they broke down. And here she is. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and get the piston ready and slide her in.
I told you.
That's like all the way up over there into that corner, y'all.
I told you it was just gonna go.
Is that the easiest way to get that out?
I guess. I don't know. Good thing we got new ones.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you get that ring out.
Yeah. These are the rings that hold the rod in place on the piston head. They're super tiny. They look like snack rings almost. So we got the little C-clips on the top of the piston head and the rod is officially attached. Yay! Alrighty, now we are going to be taking off the rings.
Take these off first.
Bottom?
Yeah, and just let them go.
Alright, we're taking the rings off. So we got the bottom completely done on and gapped and already spaced perfectly. So we're just gonna get the next one on and try and hold these still while we do that. So we're trying to cheat, make it life easier. So we are using a different type of piston ring helper tool. One of our friends that we actually traded our JOKERZ for a Snap-on box had these piston ring tool things, and I'm not even sure what they're called. What are they called, Brad?
Ring compressor.
Well, what kind of ring compressors? Okay. Right, so we have these fancy kind of piston ring compressors that we use with this cool looking handle thing that we're just gonna drop in now. Alright guys, so quick update, we have the new piston in. It is all the way down there. We just put the bottom on and tightened it. We are about to torque it down. We don't remember the specs, so we're gonna look it up real quick. But it is in, and now we just have some cleaning to do. We do have to clean the bottom before we put on the new oil pan. We did buy a new oil pan just to be safe because we had a leak somewhere and we weren't sure where it was coming from. So we decided just to buy a new oil pan, even though he had some mods done to the previous oil pan. So he really didn't want to buy a new one. I kind of talked him into it. So he's not happy, but happy all at the same time. But it'll be worth it when this thing doesn't actually leak, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and lift the car back up and torque down the rod, and we'll be good. Slowly but surely. And then we'll clean the garage again, because the garage is a mess. It's just, I can't even walk anywhere, really. All right, let's go. Alrighty guys, so just a quick update. I had mentioned earlier that Brad, I did not want to change his oil pan for the longest time because he had a mod done. So the mod that he had done was he had a baffle type thing welded right here. You can see it's no longer welded there because I made him buy a new oil pan finally. And we went to Axiom and we had him grind it out and install it and weld into the new oil pan. As you can see, this is the baffle that I'm talking about right here. Super pretty. Super simple. Easy design. Doesn't allow the oil to go back when it sits. You boost. You guys know how baffles work. So, now we got a brand new oil pan. We have to clean the bottom of this, get all the old gunk off. I'm sorry? What? Oh yeah, I know, I'm just saying. We have to clean all this off before we can do anything else. We gotta put these on still. We got a lot to do. And then we'll be able to put the oil pan on so we're not dripping oil all over the floor. Because Yoshi likes to step in the oil. Alright guys, so we cleaned the surface. It is ready and prepped for the next step. We just gotta put a new gasket on here and put those plates on after we clean those. And then we'll go ahead and put it on so it doesn't drip any more oil on the floor. And that's our next step. Alright, so we've got gasket on, we've got this on, we got the plate on, and now we're gonna go ahead and start putting on the sealant to put on. She is prepping right now. Alrighty guys, so we have the sealant on there. It is just a gray RTV, gray RTV. We are gonna go ahead and put it on now. So I'm gonna set the camera somewhere. Hopefully it's at a good angle for y'all. So we have this completely tightened. You can see we put a little extra sealant so there's no leaks gonna be happening from this oil pan. That is the hopes and the dreams at least. But then again, it is an EVO, so you never know. We put on the fitting here, which we found out on the bottom underneath this, there's an O-ring, and that's where it was leaking from, we think. The O-ring was completely flush and it was saturated in oil. So we're pretty sure it was leaking from there. So we went ahead and made sure we had a fresh O-ring. We even put some sealant on there just to be safe. So there's no leaks, hopefully, from this. So new piston is in. Everything is good to go on this bottom part. So we can lower the car. And then we're gonna be working on the head and the next video. So stay tuned for that. We are gonna be getting this head decked on the bottom just to get it cleaned. You're not putting this one back on? Why? You don't want to? Huh? Too much work. Oh, because of the valves and the springs?
I'm just gonna use that one.
You don't have to replace the valves and the springs. Okay, so I'm sorry guys. We are not putting this head, we are putting that head that is supposed to go on the white EVO technically, because we don't want to replace the valves and the springs right now. We are going to do it the quick way and put this head on. And we're still getting that one decked though, right?
This one?
No, the one behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll be able to put it back on the car and get the EVO running again. And then you never know, maybe he'll race me. We'll see. So until then, just wanted to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.